Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all are having an amazing day. Guys, in today's video, I want to talk about something that happened quite recently. And there was a little mistake in the shop. I think it was a mistake, and a lot of people are thinking it was a mistake. And what I'm talking about is an offer, and it was this holiday pack. Now, here you might not see anything that is wrong, but that's also because this is not the highest pack or the highest version of this pack that you can get in the shop, right? So just for you to understand this, the more money you spend in a period of time, or I don't know how this triggers the algorithm, but the more money you spend, the bigger your packs in the shop will become. For example, there are different kind of versions of this pack right here. You have one with 4 void shards, with 8, 16, 32, and 40 normally. But this time, they did a little mistake. I don't know what happened, but this time, people with the highest packs or the biggest packs had this offer in the shop: 40 primals for $100. That's basically a value of $2.5 per primal shard. And that is crazy. That is crazy because if you take a look at the normal price, that this is the standard price, $5 for one primal shard, and this is literally 50% off, right? And normally on Black Friday deals and Christmas deals and so on, the value goes down to $4 at best, maybe a little bit less, but $4, that's like the event prices for primal shards, and $5 are the normal prices. And then, this time around, we had an offer with, 40 primals per $100, which is, like I said, $2.5. And this is a no-brainer for all the big spenders. They literally just bought this instantly, right? And yeah, now here's the thing that I'm thinking about now, because, I would maybe buy this too, right? I would maybe buy this too because it's a ridiculously good deal compared to all the other Primal Shard deals that we usually have, right? But unfortunately, I don't have the, highest version of packs in the shop to get this pack, right? To even make it to show up. I don't know how much you need to spend to see the biggest versions of packs, but it has to be quite a good amount of money that you have to spend, right, to see this. So now you got a lot of people that bought, like 120 primal shards for a relatively low price compared to what they are usually sitting at, and everybody else that doesn't have these max offers, these maxed out offers, just has these void shards and doesn't even have the opportunity to buy these primals. Now, I would assume that it's a mistake, right? That there shouldn't be primal shards in there, because it wouldn't make sense, because we have ancients, voids, sacreds. Now it wouldn't make sense to put primal shards in there on the on the biggest versions instead of void shards, right? So yeah, I think it's a little bit unfair now for spenders in general, or people that are participating in this champ chase tournament. Some of these guys got 120 primals for the amount of money you could buy void shards for example, where you get a lot more points for opening primal shards, right? So that's now a little bit unfair, right? Um, what would I do in this situation? I would probably just, just give an offer to everybody, primals for $2.50. I think nobody would say no. But also at the same time, I was thinking, what if it was what if it wasn't a mistake? What if it was intentional? I'm not saying it was, but what if, right? So I just had the thoughts, what if it was intentional, and what would be the reason to do it? I mean, this info spread out instantly across all discords. Everybody was posting it everywhere that this offer is around. And what it really did is that everybody that had this offer instantly bought all free packs. That's instant $300 from every player that has this pack in the shop, because it's ridiculously low in terms of the pricing, right? In relative to the usual pricing that we have. So yeah, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but all I know is that so many people, spent those $300 for 120 Primal Shards. It's not even funny. Like, the amount of money that, went in there is crazy. And it just had me thinking a little bit. But yeah, so that's pretty much what was happening today. I think some of the players that tried to buy this also had an error message, so they might have fixed it already, right? They're very quick with this one. I mean, if you sell something usually for $4 and now people are buying it for $2.50, that's $1.50 for every primal shard that you sell, that you lose, basically, or that you are missing out on. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. Kind of a weird situation now where you have people wishing they had their shop maxed out, including myself, and then people that are, celebrating their 120 prime shards for $300. I'm happy for them, right? Hope you get a lot of mythical champions. And yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. It's a very weird situation right now. I mean, finally, there was a mistake that was benefiting us players, right? Unfortunately, not everybody, right? Just the people that are spending a ton of money. Everybody else just had void shards in the shop, like this pack right here. So there wasn't really any difference. So basically, it just benefited the whales that are, whaling anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much all about this video. I just wanted to let you know that this happened, and also want to know your thoughts on this. The question is now, should Plarium drop the prices for everybody, right, to make it fair, or not, and just say it's a mistake? What do you guys think? And do you guys think it was a mistake or was it intentional? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. It really goes a long way. Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more raid content. The YouTube algorithm is going to suggest you a video that you might like right here. And see you in the next one.